I joined Rotary in 2012. I didn't really know what to expect with Rotary, but I did know I really liked the organization. I liked the people I had met. So the first year I spent my time going to classes about Rotary and attending the RLI classes and going to a STAR program we had for new people. But at the end of the first year, I really didn't feel like I was immersed into the organization yet. And then a friend of mine who is now Rotarian, at the time was not, introduced me to a gentleman who was the head of pediatric neurology over at Morristown Memorial Hospital. Sandy Warren's his name. And he was from Sri Lanka. And he had a project that he wanted to talk to me about and thought that Rotary would be able to help. The fact that in Sri Lanka, children have epilepsy at twice the rate of any other children in the world, which I found really fascinating. He explained why. And that what he was trying to do was to put a center in the largest hospital in Sri Lanka that would be able to test the children, because currently they could treat them with medication, but they didn't have any way to test them to see if what kind of medication they required. We had to contact the Rotary in Sri Lanka, which became our international partner. We had to raise money. We had to do a grant with the district. We had to get a grant with the Rotary International. But it started out with me doing probably 6 months worth of research into what they needed, what kind of machinery we needed to have, why we needed it, because I had to put that all into this grant that I did. Over there, kids that have epilepsy, they experience that they're an outcast in their community. They're not accepted. They get treated by witch doctors. They're not allowed to marry because people think they can't have children if you have epilepsy. We raised the money, which was really a great event. We put on an event where we sent out invitations to a lot of people from Sri Lanka that live in the community. We also had Rotarians that came. A woman who is the #1 opera star over in Sri Lanka actually flew in from London at her own expense for this. We had 2 Sri Lankan pianists that came and performed classical music. And anyway, we raised about $102,000. Now, we were hoping to be able to treat 15,000 children in 5 years. And what we're doing now is we're treating about 6,000 children. Rotary is an opportunity for one person to make a huge difference. But we can make Rotary our own, and we can make an enormous difference in what we do.